Okay, so techniques are a pretty important part of progression in Mabi, and there's a lot that you can do with them, but the actual system itself is relatively simple to understand, but I'm just going to try and break it down bit by bit. So there's a mix of active and passive techniques in the game. An example of a passive would be Dampen Shock, and then an example of an active would be Iron Will. So your passive techniques will obviously be active passively, always, and then your active techniques are ones that you will activate with an ability yourself. So when you equip an active technique, a little icon will appear underneath your selected techniques, and you can just left click that icon and then move it onto your skill bar. Each technique is unlocked either through completing the generation quests or little side quests that you'll get when you reach certain levels on certain techniques, etc. But every tech also has its own little sub requirements, so even if you have them unlocked, you might not necessarily be able to use them. So if you mouse over Iron Will on the right hand side, for example, it'll say under technique unlock requirements what you need to do to actually use the technique, and it'll be blue if you've met that requirement, or it'll be grey if you haven't met that requirement yet. So you can have up to 5 sets for your techniques, and to equip them into one of the sets, your selected set, you just want to left click it on the right hand side, move it over to one of the slots, and then left click it into the slot, and then that'll be equipped. To actually level up your techniques, you use 3 of the different Brio? There's 3 different types of brioche buns: red, green and blue, each of which is acquired in a different way. The red ones are pretty straightforward, you level up, that's it. The green ones you get from completing dungeons and shadow missions, and then the blue ones you get from completing repeatable quests, which, a little fun fact, that includes store-bought quests. So you can actually just buy the mayonnaise quest from Glennis and just spam that. You can get up to 1,500 of each type per week, which resets on Saturdays, up to a maximum of 5,000. So you can only hold 5,000, so you might as well throw them into whatever technique just so that you don't reach the cap. And then this is pretty obvious, but the different colours correspond to different techniques. So you've got red techniques, green techniques and blue techniques. Those different colours will be used to upgrade those different techs. To upgrade your techniques to level 2, level 3 and level 4, it will cost AP, but then for level 5 onwards you'll have to use crystals that drop from tech doing dungeons. So as expected, you've got red, green and blue crystals, and for level 5, 6 and 7 you use the regular ones that drop in normal mode techs, and for level 8, 9 and 10 you use the advanced ones which drop from hard mode techs. So one other noteworthy point is that you're more likely to run into the advanced crystals because you'll be running hard mode techs. So you can actually use construct alchemy to fragment the advanced crystals into the lower tier crystals, which the lower tier ones are actually more expensive because nobody runs normal mode. So that's probably the better way to get your lower tier crystals. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If there's anything that I didn't cover in this that you're curious about, then this video took way too long to edit, so fucking Google it. No, I'm just kidding.